Hey guys, Mindy here. So by now there's a gazillion reviews of the AirPods Max, and I'll be honest with you guys, I just have one thing that I love about this that makes me feel like this is worth the price, and it might be it for you or it might be a deal breaker, but here's my review of the AirPods Max. The thing that really won me over is the sound quality on this. It is incredible. Now, I'm not a self-proclaimed audiophile, but I can appreciate and can tell the difference when I'm listening to a good pair of headphones. I've been using the same song to test out speakers and headphones, and I have to say very boldly that this sounded like studio monitors in my ears. This has a really wide soundstage and the audio is so clear, especially the vocals. The mids are great and it has excellent instrument separation. And what that all means is that when I close my eyes and listen to music on this pair of headphones, I feel like I'm sitting in an auditorium surrounded by musicians and artists playing music just for me. And the vocals are so crispy clear that I feel like the artist is standing right in front of me singing just for me. It's like so much more intimate. I can hear every instrument being played. It's like every instrument demands to be heard. And I started hearing sounds that I've never noticed before. I'm like, oh, there's actually a guitar solo here. Oh, they just banged the cymbal. It's like everything is so much more pronounced. And don't get me started on gaming. I was playing Cold War Zombies and I noticed that there's this little electrical sound effect that's going on in the background, and that's something I've never noticed before. It's definitely scary hearing this sound in a zombie game, but I guess it makes it more immersive. AirPods Max gets really loud. It's much louder than my pair of Sony X Mark IIIs, and there's no distortions even at higher volumes. Now, the bass of the AirPods Max is good. It's punchy, but not too much, not overemphasized, just nice for my taste. And when the bass gets stronger, I can actually hear vibrations in my ears, and that's something I never experienced with this pair of Sonys. And now that I compare the Sonys to the AirPods Max, I actually felt that the sound on the Sonys sounded muddy and compressed. I did try to EQ the Sonys to sound more like the AirPods Max, but you can EQ stuff, you can change the mids, the highs, the lows, but you cannot replicate the soundstage on this, which is incredible. Overall, the AirPods Max has really rich sounds. However, there might be some missing audiophile qualities. Currently, it only streams in AAC codecs. The AirPods Max stands out the best when I'm listening to music, but when it comes to listening to podcasts, watching Netflix, or editing, there wasn't much difference between these two. I mean, when I want to listen to music, I find myself going back to the AirPods Max every single time. Aside from audio, this headphones is incredibly comfortable to wear, and you have to try it to experience it for yourself. Usually when I'm wearing headphones, I have to adjust my hair such that this part here is thick enough so that the headband here doesn't get too close to my scalp. Otherwise, I get headaches. But when I'm wearing this, it doesn't matter how I adjust my hair, it feels comfortable. I just don't feel the mesh headband at all. I also think it's because of this that makes the AirPods Max comfortable to wear even though it's heavier than the Sonys. And the H1 chip. The H1 chip inside this makes this super convenient and easy to switch between your Apple devices. I've probably mentioned this many times, but this is one of my favorite features of AirPods. ANC and transparency modes on this are on point, great as usual, very comparable to the Sonys. I actually really like that there's dials and buttons to press, because with the Sonys, it is touch sensitive. I cannot rest my hands on them without triggering some kind of function, but I can definitely do that on the AirPods Max. Now, the AirPods Max is not all great. There are a couple of things that I don't really like with this. First, there's no on-off button, so if you do not put this in the case, your battery will drain. And second, this case is not protective at all. I brought this out once, tossed it in my bag, and throughout the entire journey, I was just so worried about things scratching the headphones. And speaking of which, even though this pair of headphones has excellent build quality, it feels very delicate, especially the mesh part in this area. I mean, I feel some kind of anxiety if I hang it here. I'm kind of afraid that the hook might actually damage the mesh, so instead of hanging it there, I just leave it on my table. You also can fold this for storage, unlike the Sony's, so it will always take up a lot of space in your backpack and on your desk. And the only way to hold it and carry it around without damaging it is like this, like a freaking purse. Just like what the memes say. And finally, this does not come with a wired option. You would have to buy that aux cable separately from Apple, and it costs 35 USD. And you can't even use this dongle that came with older iPhones. You have to buy this, and I'll link it below if you want to check it out. So is this worth 550 USD? Well, I feel like this is for that specific group of people who loves living in the Apple ecosystem and who wants to get a pair of headphones that delivers great listening experience out of the box. For sure, there are other headphones that sound similar to this, if not better, and cost less. And I'll link a few options down below, but the convenience of the Apple ecosystem is unbeatable, and the sound quality on this, well, for us average consumers, this sounds amazing. So if you have that cash to spare and you're looking to buy a good pair of headphones and you're in the Apple ecosystem, go for this. You won't regret it. You'll love it. This is probably one of the highest grade closed back Bluetooth headphones in the market. But if you don't care about all of that, and if you want headphones that just work, have ANC and sounds good, the Sony WH-1000 X-Mark 3s and X-Mark 4s are great, and I'll link it below as well. But yep, hope you found this helpful. Everything mentioned will be linked below, and have you subscribed yet? Subscribe for more fun videos like this. It really does help the channel. Have an awesome day. Stay minty and cheery. Goodbye.